This week on the Spotlight, the 49ers look pretty good. The Bears, maybe not so good. We talked to fans at George's on 95th Street, and we're sharing venison. More about that. Then we go to the Bulls discussion with the coach, Tibbs. And then we flash back, and Mike Ditka, who had some health problems this week, will talk on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago sports teams are making news, it's the 25th year of the Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Dirty Sock for my trivia games, Wednesday, November 28th at 7:30, and again on December 12th. Easy to reach at 93rd and Roberts Road. Eat, drink, and play. Have fun. And it's a good old time at the Dirty Sock. Be there. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Time to get to Tanks, a very fun bar at 124th and Western. They got the outdoor beer garden going strong in this beautiful weather. Beanbag games. They're open Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., Saturday and Sunday at noon. You can watch the Sox, you can watch the Cubs, your favorite NFL games, daily specials. Tanks, 124th and Western.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I've been a skilled hairstylist for over 10 years. I specialize in men's haircuts and in corrective color. Come visit me at Salon 203 at 203 North LaSalle, 312-726-2201. And while you're at it, come in and get a shoe shine and a shave. It's a great place where a man can be a man.
Las Fuentes, great Mexican cuisine at 115th and Pulaski. They have a great bar, wonderful drinks, and I'll be back on Sunday, October 7th during the Bears game, shooting video. You can be there too and join us at Las Fuentes, 115th and Pulaski. Great place. It was bad in the first quarter, and young Kaepernick throwing a touchdown pass, and things were getting away. It was 10-zip. So the first quarter didn't go so good, but fans are still hopeful here at George's. Let's start over here and find out what this young lady is thinking, her name, and her favorite bear.
My name is Kelly. My favorite bear is always Urlacher.
Okay, and are you confident the defense is going to be a little bit better? Because they didn't look that good in the first quarter.
You know what? I just came into the game, and I always watch every Bears games, but I'm going to be hopeful and say yes. I'll be hopeful.
All right, we'll go with your positiveness. All right, let's continue here. Tell us your name and who your favorite bear might be.
Okay, I'm Gloria, and my favorite bear is Julius Peppers.
That's a great choice. He's hasn't had a long career here, but in the NFL he has, and he usually wreaks havoc. We're counting on him to have a bigger second and third quarter.
Absolutely, absolutely. I also like Charles Tillman.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're talking about 2 impact players. Maybe they can punch the ball out. That'll help, right?
That's right. That would be perfect. Go Bears.
All right, let's talk to Mr. Food over here. Okay, good to see you. And all right, well, he's got some beautiful sausage over here, and it turns out it's venison from Minnesota. Tell me how you got this venison.
I shot the deer, you know.
And was that with a gun or with the crossbow?
Rifle.
Okay.
Rifle.
And this is something that you do regularly? Who made the sausage for you?
I go to Worst Kitchen, it's called. It's in Aurora.
Okay.
Very good. The best.
All right, well, I'm here to sample.
Yep.
Appreciate it very much.
No problem.
So this is venison that Tom got, and it's his own kill. You'd call it a kill?
Yep.
Wow. Fantastic. Haven't had venison in 20 years. And that's fantastic.
Great job. They do a great job out here. Worst kitchen, I tell you, they're the best. They really are. Hard to find somebody that makes a good meat, you know.
Well, you had to get it first.
Oh, yeah.
You were step one. Appreciate that. Cameraman's going to try some. We're having more fun than we deserve, given how the Bears are playing. But you got to drown your sorrows in beer or meat. So the Bears are already down 10-zip, and then they're running for touchdowns, and before you know it, it's 20-0. Yikes. So the Bears had one of the worst quarters I've ever seen, and we'll talk about it in depth, I suppose. But maybe we'll just talk about how cool George's is. Tell us your name and why you like George's Bar.
Stephanie. Why I like it? Because, I don't know, it's a good atmosphere and it's fun and just a good time overall.
And you hang out with your friends here?
Yeah, I hang out with my friends here. That creep away.
The camera shy ones and the not so camera shy ones.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell me the truth. Do the Bears have a chance to come back in this game?
Probably not. No.
So let's just stay and drink,
Be
eh?
hopeful, but we'll just keep drinking for now.
All right. Well, you sound like you might like the Bears a little bit. Tell us your name and maybe who your favorite Bear is.
My name's Michelle, and my favorite Bears player is, I'd say, Forte.
Yeah, I wish he had more chances today.
Bad night for the Bears, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost hard to even analyze. It's been so bad. So, well, like I said to her, we'll just drink and kind of forget about the game.
We'll just drink and keep watching and hope for the best.
Maybe a defensive touchdown will spark things.
Exactly. The defense has the best chance, yeah.
We'll be looking for that, and I don't know too much else to say except you'll be getting a third quarter tidbit next. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. You've got to get to Riley's Trick Shop. They have football strip cards, Santa suits. You got to think about that. 6442 West 111th Street in Worth. You can give them a call to find out about their selection at 708-448-0075. T-shirts too at Riley's Trick Shop. You've got to get to McKell's Inn at 3259 West 111th Street, just west of Kedzie, where good friends meet for a cool one. Tuesday and Thursday they have $1.50 domestic bottles, $4 Guinness every day. Great people, great staff, and I'll be starting my trivia there in September on Tuesday nights. So I'd like you to come out and see me at McKell's Inn, 3259 West 111th Street on the southwest side. Bring your car to Quick Stop Muffler and Brake at 95th and Pulaski, and they'll fix it right. They also do shocks and struts, free estimates. Call them at 708-423-3700. They're very thorough in their work, and they have very competitive pricing. Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski. Things were so bad. Watch Devin Hester. You're expecting him maybe to score? He's going backwards. Devin, what's the matter with you? What a terrible game. So we're through three quarters. The look, it's pretty bad. At least the Bears got on the board. And my friend Mario is here to tell us his thoughts. The offense just can't seem to get on track today.
Not this game, no. Hell no way. They're not feeling it right now.
Yeah, I guess at this point...
I'm drinking already.
Okay, no, that's okay. At this point, I guess it would just be consolation to get another score, right?
Oh, exactly. If they get another score right now, be like, we'll take it, you know.
And then finally, I'd like to find out your opinion of George's sports bar over here.
I'm either coming here, watch the Bears game, and have a good time. This is the place to be.
Very nice. All right, let's go over here and see who's talking about the Bears over here. Do we have a Bears fan here? Okay. All right. Oh, I know. We're going to talk to my friend Louie. And Louie's going to talk, but the beautiful girls are going to be the background. And Louie, while the bartender shows the beautiful staff and friends here, tell us what you like about Jack's Bar.
About what bar?
I'm sorry, George's Bar. Well, I'll erase that from the tape. George's, yes.
They got good people here. You know, it's comfortable. It's a nice spot.
And even though the game's not going so good, it seems like people are still upbeat and having a party.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of atmosphere that George's has. Well, what are you going to do? It's a neighborhood place, you know? Like I said, good people, good times.
All right, Louie, we appreciate your remarks, and we appreciate beauty when we see it. And ladies, could you wave to the camera? Ladies, could you wave to the camera? I'm sorry. Thank you very much. All right. That's at this point in the game with the score the way it is, that's about all you can ask for. It goes from bad to worse. This unbelievable play in the end zone where they try to bat the ball out of the end zone. No, you can't do that. That's the Kenny Stabler rule. So, it's a safety. Bears lose. Bears lose big. So even though the crowd here at George's was excellent and upbeat for the most part, and wearing Bears jerseys, there was nothing they could do about the result of this game. Certainly Jay Cutler was sorely missed. The pass rush was all over Jason Campbell. The play calling was terrible. The defense wore down quickly, and the game was pretty much messed up in every facet. Devin Hester was a complete non-factor. In fact, he was running backwards half the time. So, nothing good to say about this game except wipe it off the slate and look forward to the 6 Sunday games remaining, where I believe if the Bears would go 4-2, they'd have an excellent playoff position at 11-5. So on behalf of all the crew here at George's on 95th Street in Oak Lawn, I'm Pat Binkowski saying, stay tuned. We have some Chicago Bulls stuff, which is a little more pleasant, coming up right after these important messages.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar should be your place. It's at 6353 West 79th Street at Narragansett. Thursdays they have $1.50 Miller and Old Style, and my trivia game alternate weeks. December 6th will be the next one at 8 p.m. They have $12 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day. Little Frank's on 79th. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission and AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They've done a great job for me so far, and I think they'll do a great job for you. So check them out for all your auto repair needs. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6. We're back in the spotlight. The Bulls have been on the road for a seemingly long time, and we're going to talk with the coach. Before they left,
He addressed a wide variety of topics about where the team is at, his thought processes, and he's great at fielding any and all questions. This is going to sound rude. The answers might be slightly on the short side, but maybe our biggest challenge as media is to get him to expound. Certainly don't ask yes or no questions, because they'll give you a yes or no. And that's what you deserve when you ask that. But if you ask something thought-provoking, he'll expound. So let's see, you can grade the media and see who's asking the good stuff and the not-so-good stuff in part 2 of Tom Thibodeau Road Trip Circus-oriented. Coach Tibbs is asked about monitoring the progress of D. Rose. Is he staying on top of that?
I do. He's doing great. You have to be patient with it. He's been very diligent. He's in every day. He's moving along. He started cutting. He's been shooting for a while now. He feels pretty good. So we just have to be patient.
Coach, can you say a word about Joakim Noah? How important is he in your system, and how would you rate his performances so far?
Well, I think he's gotten off to a great start. He had a very good preseason, came into camp very healthy. Offensively, he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. And defensively, he's been anchoring our defense. And he leads the break. He's playmaking for us. He's playing a complete game for us.
What's been for you the greatest benefit to having a full training camp as opposed to last year's bridge?
Yeah, everything was on the fly last year, and like when you look at your training camp, most teams look at training camp as the entire month, and last year it was 2 weeks, it was two preseason games. And you need the entire camp. You need the month, and you need 7 or 8 games, so you can develop a rotation and get the base of your offense in, the base of your defense in. So I think that's very important. But I think what it did is, and everyone talks about not having the practice time, but it was more than just not having practice time. It was not having rest either. So I think the quality of play wasn't nearly as good. I think it did lead to guys getting hurt.
Tom, what players benefited most by that aspect, the whole practice routine, in your
Well,
system?
I think the big thing is, I think last year we were fortunate because we had a lot of guys coming back, so the core of the team was the same. Like if you were a new team with a lot of changes, you didn't have a lot of time where the guys could learn the system and learn each other. So, I think that was the biggest disadvantage. And of course, this season you have more time, but the challenge of the NBA is there's constant change, and so you can't allow a lot of changes slow you down, because before you know it, the season's over. So you have to adapt to that change as quickly as you can and be ready for the season. Everyone's faced with different things, and sometimes it's the impact of free agency, trades, or injury. But there's constant change, and it's how well you can adapt to those changes that usually determines the success of a team.
I know it's only a couple of weeks into it, but can you sense with this squad, this group of people, what their ability to rise to an occasion, to rise up to tougher opponents is, to raise their game? Or have you seen it yet?
Yeah, well, we don't want to change. We don't want to change our attitude or approach. I think it has to be the same. I think the big thing is to strive for improvement each and every day. So the games reveal exactly where you are. It tells you the things that you're doing well, the things that you're doing poorly, the things that you have to improve upon. So we just want to be steady in our approach. Each day we'll look at where we are, and hopefully if we're doing the right things and we commit to playing with great effort, we'll improve.
Tom, with Derek and the cutting, was that in the last week?
I'm sorry?
With Derek and the cutting, was that in the last week?
Yeah. It's the next step for him, so everything is going according to plan. He's not ahead of schedule. He's not behind schedule. He's exactly where he should be.
I know you talked before about it's uncertain whether he would travel all the time. I know you don't want to look ahead, but the upcoming trip, will he travel?
Yeah, the thing is, we're going to do what we think is best for both the team and Derek. So on this trip, I like him being in one place, so he may meet us out in L.A., but I want him, for him, the rehab has to be the priority. So That's what I want him to focus in on. I think for us it's a long trip, and we're going to be jumping around. So he'll be on the trip for part of it. He'll meet us out in L.A.
Are there any tangible benefits, Coach, to having a guy who obviously can't play right now, but having him around the team and on the road?
Yeah, no, it's great. See, like for us, he's in every day, so they see how hard he's working at his rehab. He's around his teammates, but we can't, use that as a crutch. You can't replace a guy like Derek individually. Your only chance is if you're doing it collectively. So we need everybody else to focus in on knowing what their job is, doing their job, and then doing it as a team. That's for us. That's our only chance. And whether Derek's there or not, the approach and our attitude, that shouldn't change. And the focus has to be on our improvement, and that's where we want it to be.
Did you take Doc out for dinner?
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
George's Sports Bar has a lot going on at 5407 West 95th Street. $1 Bud bottles Tuesday and Thursday. $1.50 domestic Sunday and Wednesday. DJ on Friday. Golden Tea. And we'll be shooting Bears video Monday, November 19th. You can mug for the camera and be on our show. George's Sports Bar on 95th. Swanson's Deli, Beverly Ritz Catering. Homemade soups and salads, fresh sandwiches, eat in or take out. Daily specials for lunch or dinner, and home of the famous cheese ball at 2414 West 103rd Street at Western. You've got to get there, and their catering serves any size. Swanson's Deli, Beverly Ritz Catering, 2414 West 103rd Street at Western in Chicago. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. I'll be back there on December 10th at 7 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place.
And that's the final play in one of the worst Bears showings at home in a long, long time. Dennis Green and the Vikings totally dominate Mike Ditka and the Bears. And I thought when I saw the statistic for Bears' poor performances on Monday night that it didn't reflect what happened here at Soldier Field. Among the top 5 losses, 62 and 64 as a player, 82, 88, and this one in 92. Let's go to the Vikings locker room.
Like I say, we were pretty keyed up for this game. There's been a lot of talk in the press. Ditka does his thing to try to get his troops psyched. We don't get into a lot of the hype. That's a good part of what I think our success right now is that, we just go out and we win the games on the field. We don't get involved with a lot of the talk and this, that, and the other. Our objective was to come out, play strong, play physical, to dominate them. We did that. We won the game. Now we go from here.
What one thing would you say Dennis Green brings to this team without massive personnel changes that he was missing last year?
I'd say probably one of the key things is focus. We're just more focused on what's going on the field. We don't care what goes on off the field. As far as we're concerned, we come in with an objective of trying to play well. We want to play hard. We want to play physical. We have a certain pace that we try to maintain and just kind of go with that. And like I say, we're just so much more focused than we have been in years past on getting the job done, concentrating on performance, execution, that sort of thing.
What does this game do for team confidence?
I think it helps quite a bit, but again, you can't really buy into the hype. We like I say, we came out, we wanted to play physical, we wanted to set the tone, we did that, but you got to prove that on a week-to-week basis. So we're not going to sit up here and say, oh well, wow, we did this great thing. We're going to go back, we're going to practice hard, we're going to get some good out of the film, and we got to come back with another division game next week in Tampa Bay.
You work hard and run to the ball, and you're always hoping that things will happen. I mean, when you're running hard and you're hustling to the ball, good things usually do happen. But tonight they came in a bunch.
It was a bizarre play, obviously, the touchdown you scored. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, well, the ball was thrown low, and I was sitting back in my zone, and I went and got it, dug it out, took off running, and headed for the near sideline like we work on, and picked up some great blocks. I think a couple of our defensive linemen laid some really nice blocks for me, and then at one time I thought I was going to get caught, so I cut across the grain, and from there on it was over.
Compare this game to any others in your recent NFL career?
I've probably played better overall in other games, just haven't come up with as many big plays, but this is my third touchdown I've scored, and I scored one as a rookie, and I kind of threw the ball and didn't really think about keeping it or any of that. I mean, I cherish moments like these now a lot more than I did when I was younger.
It seems to remind you of some of the Chiefs days, because that was always a big play team.
Oh yeah. I've been around some teams that played good defense, but this one here is playing as good as any I've ever been around.
And through the miracle of television, Coach Mike Ditka.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can say. We got thoroughly whipped, and you got to give them all the credit in the world. They did a great job, and we kind of never got into the flow of what we wanted to do, and it kind of hurt us. And we made some mistakes early, and they just played better football than us. They're probably a better team than we are right now. But it's the only thing I told the football team, and I really believe this, that we're better than we played. But we got to prove that. So we got to go back and start digging out of the ditch again. There's a long time left in the season. There's no use everybody on our team or our organization being down. It's not what you want to have happen, but it happens. I've been on that side of the ball before in my life, and it's interesting. You can dig yourself out of it if you want to bad enough. But we didn't play well enough to win the football game, and they certainly did, and that's basically what happened. But there was a lot of effort. Their pass rush really, once we got behind and had to throw the football, we really had no time. Jim had no time at all. I thought under the circumstances he did an outstanding job, really outstanding job, considering everything and the fact that he really had no time to throw it. We got away from what we wanted to do early because we did get behind, and that's something we had hoped we wouldn't get behind in that situation, where we could work a little bit and try to run the ball a little bit more and not get into long passing situations. But it didn't work out that way, and they put us in those situations. So as I said, you got to give them the credit, and we got to take the blame. It's just one of those things that happened. I really don't know. I'd like to say, hey, we didn't try, we didn't play hard, but that's not the case at all, fellas. We tried and we played hard, and they played better. They're a better team than we are right now, and I think it's silly to dwell on it, because we just got to try to do better next week and see where we're at down the line. This is a 16-game schedule. We played 8 of them, so we got 8 more, and that last 8 games are either going to make us or break us one way or the other. So we'll just have to find out who we are and what we are and try to get back on the right track.
Finally, at least one.
And finally, Mike Ditka, we wish him the best. Of course, he had the mini stroke earlier this week, and we hope he heals up and is 100%. Thanks for watching. See you next week. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.